I challenged myself and my Discord community to come up with our own Hatsune Miku designs. Then I invited internet funny man and Miku enjoyer Alpharad to judge them and pick the best one.
That's a 10.
But Mari, you say, isn't that kinda mean? Art is subjective, and you'd be absolutely correct, dear viewer. That's why I developed an objective, foolproof method to judge your beautiful artworks. I prepared the game show with absolutely ridiculous prompts to decide which Miku designs are the strongest. Do you want to know which Miku would be the best at Fortnite? How about the most likely one to become president? I know you've asked yourself those questions before, don't lie to me. Later on, I'm also going to be showing off my own Hatsune Miku design. I'll explain my thought process behind it and guide you through the making of the full illustration. If that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because this challenge will be the first of many. Would you like to introduce yourself to my community?
Hi, my name is Jacob Alpharad. I make the videos on YouTube, and that is the extent of my personality.
That's not true. You also play Among Us. Let's go. My mods are going to be doing polls so that the chat can participate too. That's nice. Alright, so welcome to Marikyuun's Hatsune Miku Community Showcase. Let's start. First off, we've got Robo Miku by Kawaii Fan 34.
Oh, she's cute.
She is, right? A little Robo girl. We also have Phantom Thief Miku by A North Flower. I really like this.
She's also
one.
cute. I feel like I have to call them all cute now.
Yeah, that's, that was gonna be like the whole thing, just looking at things and calling it cute. We've got Jojo Miku by Temper YouTube. This one's interesting for sure.
What is her stand?
Yeah,
World is mine.
It is hers. And finally, we've got Cowboy Miku by Team Z.
I'd honestly just love to see just normal characters with stands. That's a whole crazy art exhibit on its own.
Yeah, that could be actually. Let's see, guys, write it down.
Write it down.
So we've got all 4 Mikus here, and now I'm gonna reveal the category. Chun chun chun. Which of these Mikus do you think speaks exclusively in puns?
Okay, but what if Mario's stand was called Spaghetti Western? Right?
I do not know that song, if that's a song.
No, okay. I think the robot A. Like I think humor is very difficult for robots to process, but I feel like puns is humor level 1. But the lowest functioning level of understanding comedy is puns, in my opinion. So I think the robot could detect that. And that is what they would lean into. Yes, I am locking in.
Yeah, we can see Jacob is a big fan of puns. I agree with your reasoning. I think all of these could be like, pun sayers in a sense. Phantom Thief Miku with the whole like calling card. I can see the Persona
Phantom
fans
Thief Miku
doing
definitely
it.
corny.
Yeah.
But I don't know about puns.
Well, yeah, Robot Miku, I think that's a great answer, actually. And I would agree. Do you agree, chatter? Do you agree, viewer? Let us know in the comments. Oh yeah, everyone's voting A. I think maybe you've influenced them a little bit, or maybe not. Maybe they are free thinkers.
Which chat? Free thinkers?
My chat's different. Next up, we've got Mermaid Miku by Supernova GY. Very pretty.
Oh,
I
she's
really like
pretty.
this
She's
one.
also cute.
Yeah, she's got a little octopus. I'm very octopus and squid pilled. And we've got Strawberry Tailcake Miku by Feeling_me.
Oh, I love the style of this one.
Yeah, very cute. Could be an album cover too, I feel.
It feels like a Miku single. It really does.
Yeah. We've got Inspector Gadget. Miku, yes, by Anna Martins. She's
Oh, I love her.
she's so cute. I think so. It's such a cute idea.
She still has the tie.
And finally, we've got Angel Miku by Kuro Tai. This one's more mysterious, more like...
It is. I feel like with no bangs, she's just so bald.
That is true. She's biblically accurate Miku, true.
Biblically accurate Miku, I guess. Oh, for a second, I thought, when I saw the X on her eye, I almost thought it was like supposed to be all her eyes and mouth are like PlayStation buttons, like Project Diva.
Oh!
I don't think that's what it is, but that was the first place my mind went.
Honestly,
at first
that's
I was
fun.
like more of a triangle, you know?
But all of these Mikus are gonna have something in common. But I want you, Jacob, to tell me which of these Mikus would be the biggest nightmare to cosplay.
All of these have consequences. I would say Inspector Miku probably the easiest in theory, but if you want, I assume that this magnifying glass retracts out of the hat, so I think you actually need a large amount of like engineering to it, so maybe not. I think fabric-wise, the most complicated is the strawberry one, because there's just it's a long dress, lots of frills. The mermaid one is a pain and a half because like, how are you going to walk through a con? Because I assume that's where you're cosplaying. Biblically accurate Miku is technically the easiest, but you have to go bald for it. Bald caps will not work. I will not settle for this. If we need electrical engineering, I think Inspector Miku is harder, but I think like the nightmare to cosplay, I'm going to say the mermaid simply because you lose the ability to walk.
Yeah, that is true. I think that's a big thing at cons. Like sometimes you see those cosplayers with super high heels or like very uncomfortable shoes or very like specific things. You know, they just put them on for the photo.
I see girls at cons walking in heels, and I'm just like, how do you do that?
Yeah,
if you have to be hopping around the whole time, I can't imagine.
Yeah, for sure. And walking the whole day, right? Because usually cons go like that. But yeah, I can see the Miku like, you know, sitting down for a photo, taking the photo, and then removing the tail.
My favorite thing at cons is watching the Your Forger cosplayers hold their heels in their hands. That's my favorite sight at the entire con.
That is a classic. Next up, we've got Powerpuff Girl Miku by Lunatic
Oh my
Neko.
god, I went to like a bootleg anime store in Little Tokyo recently, and they have like the figures of Powerpuff Girls and a fourth like just OC one. It had bright pink eyes and bright blue hair. That just made me think of that. And it was just like, who is she? Wait. It wasn't Miku. It was, I don't know. Anyways.
She's actually canon, I believe.
What?
Yes, so her name is Bliss. And there was like a reboot of Powerpuff Girls, and they added people were not happy about it.
She's real?
I'm surprised you didn't know about her actually, because people were not happy with her.
I thought it was someone put their OC Powerpuff Girl in a bootleg Japanese store.
That would be a crazy power move though.
I think that honestly made more sense than this reality.
That's true. But she is real. When we started like describing her, I was like, oh, do they know? Anyways, we've got Gundam Miku by Conquest Ecclesia.
Ooh.
She is
I love the hair.
It's giving I could build this. We've got Alien Miku by Victorion.
Oh, that's such a fun one.
It is. I love the little tail.
What a wide variety of Mikus you've gotten.
You have no idea. And finally, we've got Plague Doctor Miku by Squid Told Me.
Oh, this one is beautiful.
Yeah. I really like how the mask was like incorporated on the hat. Huge fan.
Oh, I think that's my favorite so far out of all of them.
She's very nice. One of my favorites as well, for sure. But the important thing is, which of these Mikus is the most likely to win a Nobel Prize? Nobel Prize? Nobel Prize? I think in English it's
Nobel.
Oh yeah, it's Nobel, right?
Powerpuff Girl Miku. What would she do? I think it's like Professor Utonium, right? That's his name. If he made her, I'd be like, he would get the prize, not her.
Oh, so all of her effort would be like... I see. So
yeah, credited to a man.
To a man, like a white man, right? Like, I see how it is.
Of course.
Nothing new, you know, it's realistic.
Someone built her, right? So I think the same
Probably
thing.
a white man as well.
Yeah. Alien Miku, can we speak her language?
Well, you know, the language of music is universal.
That's true. I mean, I listen to Japanese hologram girls sing and I smile no matter what.
Yeah. And she's singing about like depression.
Rolling Girl is such a happy song.
Yeah, it is. I love it when she rolls around.
Yep, she sure does. Honestly, process of elimination here, but I feel like there is probably so much innovation in medicine coming from the Plague Doctor. Regardless if it wants to be used for good or evil. Actually, evil doesn't win Nobel Prizes. If we had an alien come down to Earth and share the technology, I'm sure that would win it.
Yeah,
but
like
at the same
Nobel
time,
Prize.
like, let me put it this way, right? If you got sent to 1930, you have all of this information on what the current world looks like.
Yeah.
But could you do anything about that? Or would you just describe what an iPhone looks like and not know how to make it?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. It doesn't really mean that we could be very useful.
Yeah, I could be like, watch out for these tragedies and this war. And they're like, oh, how does it start? And I go, oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, exactly.
If you give me a week of prep time and then send me back to 1930, I can bring all the information back. I can come prepared, but I probably still get burned at the stake for being a witch.
Yeah, oh, that's also true. It also depends on where. Like, if you're in Portugal or Spain, bye-bye, you know?
D.
D, Plague Doctor. Yeah.
Yes.
Nobel Prize of Medicine. I think that's what chat voted for as well. That's
yeah, it took me a while to get there, but I do have an answer.
I thought these would just be silly categories. I didn't think we would be, you know, having existential crisis. My bad. Next up, we've got Superstar Miku by Kenny Boone. Yeah, this one is inspired by like a controller, like a pro controller. We've got Psychic Type Miku by Ardapel.
Oh my god. Mari, can you look up Rafina from Puyo Puyo Tetris?
Yes, I love Rafina.
Okay.
Yes, she does give Rafina a
She's
little
so
bit.
Rafina-pilled.
She is. Is she your favorite Puyo Puyo character?
Yes, yeah, she is.
Nice, very nice. I'm a big Amity fan.
That's fair. There's not really a wrong answer.
True. Next up, we've got Firefox Miku by Miss Pudgy.
That's
or
so
MS
fun.
Pudgy.
How did you get such a wide variety of Mikus?
My community, I think, is very creative. A lot of them are very, like, young artists. You know, they're just brimming with ideas. Very talented folk, for sure.
Hatsune Miku.
And Kitsune Miku, yes, by Wolfie-chan. She feels a little FNAF-pilled, which I really like.
I also like the decision to put like the pigtails where the human ears would be.
Oh, true.
Definitely has a foxy face, but what's the category?
So, I do not remember actually, I need to see. Which of these Mikus would be godlike at fighting games? Suddenly the furry Miku makes sense here.
It's really easy to lock in on the controller, but I don't think people understand how good furries are at fighting games.
Yeah. If you know, you know. There's a big like mental, you know, and mind games part of fighting games, which is why I put the Psychic Miku there.
Yeah, can I read
Firefox.
minds in live time as Psychic Miku?
I think the usefulness of that would depend on how fast you process information. You know, it doesn't matter if they're gonna do a frame trap. Like, if it takes me 2 seconds to process it, I'm gonna mash anyway. We know furries are godlike, especially blue furries.
Yeah, chat, just take a quick little Google search of Sonic Fox real quick.
Probably the best fighting games player in the world.
Yeah, it's not even the amount of wins, it's just the amount of wins in different games,
Yeah.
exactly as you said.
But chat seems to think pro controller Miku would probably be godlike.
That's
at
fair.
fighting
I
games.
see it. I do it. I understand it.
But yeah, nothing beats, you know, the furry power up there. We've got Fairy Miku by Lucifine. And this one is one of my favorites for sure.
I love the colors on this. I love using that like almost like that greenish blue to highlight the purple. I like those colors.
Yeah. I also like how the butterfly wings kind of look like, you know, Miku's sleeves. That, you know, how like they go like super
yeah,
loose.
yeah, I see it. Yeah.
We've got Grungy Alt Miku by Psycho.
I'm a fan.
Badass. Very badass Miku. We've got Peaches Miku by Nico1540. It's a very magical girl pilled one, which I like a lot. And Tenshike Miku by Lemcura.
Oh, this one's so fun.
Yeah, she is.
I love her
She
big
feels
fist. I
like
love her the color coordination. Girl can match.
She can, and even like the salmon on the background goes super well with like the outfit.
Okay, 4 very different Mikus. Like, I don't even
Yeah.
know what category could bring them all together.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably one of the more like random ones I have. But what I want to know is which of these Mikus would lose first on Fortnite. So imagine they're like a squad of 4.
Oh,
would
so
have to be
these 4
carried.
are a squad.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they were all dropping solos. Okay. I think Discord Kitten Miku is definitely dying, but they get clutched out. I think they're saved. I think they're fine. Peaches Miku is so girly pop, she doesn't even know that she can drop faster. So she takes her sweet time. She takes 3 minutes to drop. Hear me out. I think D is actually cracked at the game. I think D is the carry.
I can see that.
They have the silent reserve type, but they clutch up. And I think I think something about like this whimsical fairy energy. If this is the squad, A wanders off and then just gets 1v4'd. I think that's the play.
She's playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with A. I think they're playing Breath of the Wild. That's a great way to put it.
I like that. I agree. Oh. See, when I was talking about the
pigtails as the
fun
mustache.
ones,
That's incredible.
When I was talking about the fun ones, like this was what came to mind. This is Dr. Egg Miku by Sugary Octopus, one of our mods. Very, very well drawn. I love the pigtails as the mustache. It's crazy that it still reads Miku somehow. That's how strong the character design is.
That's a great way to compliment Miku, of just this image of how strong the design is.
Who in chat is saying wood? Get out of here.
I'm sorry, they're probably from my chat. They do that a lot. Wait, they are from my chat.
So we got Princess Miku by Yuinemo daughter. Oh, very cute Miku. Not really sure what like the inspirations are, but just overall a nice like little design. I like it a lot.
It's like blue. It's like that dark blue, that night blue, and yellow. It's always like such a combo for me. I mean, that's like the Alpharad colors.
That is true.
Use, like,
yeah.
I just love the moon and the night sky kind of color palette.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. We've got Nutcracker Parade Miku by Tropico Nomad. I like the pigtails that they're like swirly little things.
No, I like
candy.
Oh, I thought it was Band Miku. It's Nutcracker Miku.
Yeah, Nutcracker Parade. So I guess it's a little bit of both.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I like how big and full the pigtails are. I almost like resemble like a music note.
Oh, I see what
like,
you mean.
If you squint, it's there. I think you could define that a little more, but I think that idea is fun for Miku. A lot of religious politics falls under the Republican side.
Yeah.
So we believe all of the Republican side, which I think faith is very good for people and everything like that.
And we've got Splatoon.
Idol Miku.
Idol Miku, yes, by Trey Clover Nui. It's crazy. Miku is just so recognizable.
The little inkling tentacle head, it's so good for Miku too.
Yeah, true. Pigtails can be anything, right? They can be dog ears. They can be, inkling tentacles.
I mean, Hero Miku at Mirai last year was just like chains.
That's right.
I think it was
There's
pigtails
so
on
much.
chains, but it was still chains.
You can do so much, like DNA Miku with like the helix thing. It's
just make it
crazy.
teal.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the turquoise.
Miku color.
Yeah, I forgot about
And
the
Miku
Eggman.
and
Wow.
Princess, yeah.
What could possibly be the category for these?
Which of these would make you go, that's my mayor?
I don't think I gotta say it. I think we just let the people vote.
Oh,
Just
that's crazy that we were
trust in
talking
your
about
gut.
politics, and that's the question, actually. Like, do you want the whole world to become a big like amusement park, though?
Yes. Next question.
Chad is going C as well. You guys don't like Nutcracker Miku. Interesting. What would she do as a mayor, though? Chad, you're gonna have to explain this one to me.
I think she just looks like a leader,
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, her politics would be march. But what about the other months? Okay, no, that was terrible. I'm sorry. I'll go back to pun Miku. Anyway, this is already our last category. That's crazy.
Oh, perfect.
But we've got Living Doll Miku by Burnt Paint. Very cute. I think
this
it's
one is
inspired by
awesome.
Shadow House, which is an anime that came out not too long ago.
I love how short her pigtails are on that one, too.
Oh, true. That's something you don't see very often.
But it's still recognizable.
Yeah, still reads as Miku. It's great. I think I love these kinds of like rig design exercises because you really force yourself to kind of like write down what makes a character themselves. And that's like my favorite thing ever. We've got Dragon Slayer Miku by Shinda Maguro, who made Miku's pigtails a helmet.
That's cool.
That she
It's
can,
cool.
like,
It's like
put
without
on
the
and off.
helmet, I think, and the scar, it's not helping. It's giving Roronoa Zoro. Now I'm just picturing him with the pigtails.
I'm sure someone's done that. I like it. I think having the pigtails be an accessory that can be like removed is a very cool detail. Punk Miku by Cringy Z. I think this was our first like entry. I was like, I announced it and suddenly like a little bit after they already had like
Oh, Punk Miku's got them Disney knees.
Disney knees?
All the Disney singers, they always bend their knees inward.
Oh, really? Wow. I never noticed this. I thought it was like an anime thing.
No, them Disney knees are real.
Damn, it is.
Clown Miku.
Yeah, and this one's traditional art too.
Oh, I'm a massive fan of this one.
She's adorable. I like it a lot as well.
She's so cute. I love her cotton candy hair. It's so long.
Yeah, it almost goes down to the floor. It's crazy. Yeah, I can't imagine like a high quality scan of this because this is clearly like a photo taken with a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was a quality like scan, maybe it would be even brighter.
More vibrant.
I love the shoes like with the platform like soles and stuff. Adorable. Which one? I guess to end it, which one would you do you think would be?
I think all of these are good answers. I think A is this one will mentally beat the shit out of you. I think there's some twisted gaslighting and just mind games that this one can play.
That is true.
The second one, obviously just a warrior. Like this is just they will beat the shit out of you in combat, but I think they are noble enough to not pick a fight they don't need to. Punk Miku, I think it's a pretty common thing. Like being punk is like politically, it's an ideology. It's so much more than just liking punk music. And I don't think because you're punk, you know how to fight. Like, have you ever just met the most optimistic, positive, pink girly ever, and they are just the worst person you've ever met? Something you gotta keep in mind as a possibility here. If you were getting the beat out of you and you told the other three to stop, I think they would. I think Clown Girl keeps going. I think she beats the out of you until she has considered the beat out of you.
I could see that, yeah.
I like how most of us do agree that just because you're punk doesn't mean you know how to fight.
Yeah. For sure, especially like nowadays that there's like such a heavy like focus on aesthetics on stuff.
I think Clown Miku is twisted and demented.
That is all of our
all
categories.
the good Mikus. Is that a Mari Miku?
Yeah, I drew this one a while ago. I could show you mine. There you go. So this was my like my own. This was like
I love her eyes.
Thank you. This was like the first like draft, and the idea was to make like a whole like illustration with it. So this is the one I made, Space Cadet Miku.
Oh, Mario, are you into Overwatch at all?
Not at all. I don't think I've ever played it.
I just want to show you they have this new concept for their next hero. It's like a space ranger.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
It's an awesome design.
Oh, that's
Let's see what they do with it.
So, how was that? Let me know in the comments which Miku was your favorite, but now it's time to show you my own version of this challenge. I had a very clear image of what I wanted to do with the challenge, so it was easy to pick up references on Pinterest and just design. Say hello to Space Cadet Miku. I think she would sing some Perfume and Oresama songs. Once the design was finished, it was time to work on the illustration. I made it a rule to have the illustration showcase the design very clearly, since that was the point of the challenge. It took me a while to find a composition that I liked, but the good thing about sketching is that you can take as much time as you want in this phase to make sure the drawing looks the best it can before you move on to rendering. I kinda picked a color palette I liked during the sketch phase and jumped right to line art. Say it with me, calamaris! Thick lines on the outside and thin lines on the inside. I feel like a cartoon character at this point, please send help. Anyway, line art was pretty easy to do, nothing too exciting about it I feel, other than the fact that I used pure white for the glass bits such as the helmet to make it stand out more. For the coloring, I used the previously picked colors and did all my bases before shading. This is something I sometimes struggle to do because I'm impatient. There's really no excuse. It's always important to pick the color of the background before you start coloring the character, because characters are usually not in a vacuum. Wait, this Miku's in space, so she technically is in a vacuum? For science we should call Marikyuun. Marikyuun here. That idiot Mari means that our perception of color is actually influenced by a character's surroundings and light sources. Most surfaces both absorb and reflect light, so this— Thank you, Wadi, for that super insightful explanation. And with that, the drawing is done. I'm super proud of my community for coming up with such awesome designs. How about you join our Discord community to participate in the next month's challenge? Just remember, you gotta be over 13 to join. I was saying this at the start of the stream when we were waiting for you. I feel like every anime style or anime adjacent artist has drawn Miku at least once. I've got so many like sketchbooks from when I was 11, 12 with Miku's on them. She's just great. If you were watching and you want to join the June event, we have something going on. We're supposed to redesign an existing character. I did all 3 of the main Nintendo princesses, so I'm excited for that. I said Nintendo, I meant Mario, so Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina. Okay. Yeah, Mario princesses. Yeah, hopefully I'll get to showcase them soon enough.
Thank you for letting me look at Miku's today.
Oh, of course, thank you so much for coming, and I had a great time. I hope you had a good time as well.
Yes, we'll gladly discuss American politics with you another day.
Maybe cut that out of the video. Cut it out. Cut it out.